This is the Infinix Hot 40i. Yeah, I know. We are all probably bored of this design, now used by every brand. At least that's how I thought I'd feel about this device, but damn. The Infinix Hot 40i looks good. I mean, this phone goes for about 100,000 naira, but when you have it in your hands, it sure does feel premium. Especially in the gold color I have here. So looks aside, at its price, is the Infinix Hot 40i any good? Let's find out. Unboxing this device felt better than usual, as the last device I unboxed was the Samsung Galaxy A05, which by the way also goes for about 100,000 naira, but had nothing but the phone and the charging cable in the box. So imagine the feeling I have going through this box, which has the Infinix Hot 40i in it, an MTN gift voucher, an X-Pack leaflet, a SIM ejector tool, a transparent silicone protective case, an 18 watts charging brick, a pair of earphones, and a USB Type-C charging cable. Look, love the design or hate it, we all have to agree, these brands deserve their flowers. The Infinix Hot 40i is made of plastic, but looks really sleek and feels really slim in the hand. The contrast between the frame and the body has this device looking mad premium. If you are the type that likes to measure up with people, but can't afford the big dog devices, this is the one for you. It has its volume rocker keys and power button on the right side as usual, with the power button serving as its fingerprint sensor. The left side houses the micro SD and SIM card tray, which supports a dual SIM setup. On the bottom of the device, you find its 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone, a USB Type-C charging port, and a speaker grill. And the top remains plain. On the back of the device is its dual camera setup, with the flashlight giving it the 3-ring camera look, like the iPhone Pro models. The Hot 40i has a 6.6 inches IPS LCD screen with a 720 pixels HD resolution and 269 pixels density. It has 480 nits of peak brightness, which has been really great indoors and actually pretty good outdoors as well, even in direct sunlight. It has a 90Hz refresh rate, which is a plus in this price category, as most come with 60Hz. So the screen response is pretty good and almost buttery smooth. The screen has a punch hole cutout for its camera, which is a big deal for most people, almost a deal breaker in some cases. I don't care much for it, but I do care that it has huge borders around the screen, which I am not a fan of. If you were to choose between having a U-shaped camera notch and thin bezels, or large bezels with a punch hole camera, which would you pick? Put your answers in the comment section. I am curious to know. The Infinix Hot 40i also carries the new trend in reference to the magic ring. For young adults aka students, this will be a cool trendy feature to have, but for us tech enthusiasts, we always want the most out of a smartphone's feature. So for now, the dynamic island or the magic ring doesn't offer anything worth any engagement. The only animations offered are face unlock and charging status, which seems like such a waste of screen real estate. Hopefully with future updates, the magic ring can actually have some real magic by offering more. However, you can add some actual magic to this channel by hitting the subscribe button. In all, the screen is great and consuming media as well as scrolling through this phone feels great, thanks to its 90Hz refresh rate, as the touchscreen response is really good. The size of this phone also allows gaming to be quite enjoyable, as you have more screen to work with. The Infinix Hot 40i comes with 4GB of RAM expandable to 8GB using memory fusion technology, and 128GB of storage, with a Unisoc T606 12nm octa-core CPU. This sadly means if you're a gamer, you would have to load most 3D games in low graphics settings. It does have occasional lags, but apps open fast, and for its price range, it handles day-to-day tasks pretty well. It runs on Android 13 with an XOS 13 custom software, which introduces some few changes meant to increase user experience. The camera of the Infinix Hot 40i boasts a 50 megapixel main shooter and an AI lens. The picture output is fine, and I am only judging it based on its price range, as we really shouldn't expect much from these devices within the 100k range. There are some inconsistencies and a lot of AI sharpening with noticeable lack in details when you start to zoom into your taken photos. Lesson here is, don't get excited when brands use the 50 megapixels as their marketing campaign. Just for context, iPhones have less than 50 megapixels. So you see, in good lighting conditions, the Hot 40i actually pulls enough weight for its price point, and even its night photos came out pretty well as well. Its selfie camera has a 32 megapixel shooter with a dual LED flashlight. It takes good selfies, but I don't like how it treats skin tones. Let me know in the comments if it looks good in your opinion, using this test footage of my friend. Both the main camera and the selfie cameras shoot videos at 1080p 30 frames per second. Here are some sample videos to check. And note, it has no image stabilization. So what do you think? The Hot 40i has a 5000 mAh battery. And from my everyday use, this device has always made it to the end of the day with pretty significant usage and more than a day on average use. The 18 watts charger included in the box charges the Hot 40i from 0 to 100% in about an hour and 55 minutes. I wish it could have been faster, but considering you don't have to charge it often, I guess it is a good bargain. If you're on a budget but you still want some swag and decent performance, this device is for you. If you're a serious gamer, go and hustle some more money and buy something slightly better like this one here. Thank you for your time. Till see you again. Bye bye.